The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full spectrum lighting from Pin Stadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com.
Let's kick this shit.
Howdy, partners. This is Zach and Greg from
See, I wasn't ready. Damn it!
straight down the middle of Pinball Show
Wow,
down at
always
the
had
old
to stick
Dude
with
Ranch
that son
here.
of a bitch.
I like it. A little V-neck again.
Yeah, it's a little wrinkle.
I like mine better. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's right. These
Yeah.
are good too. I like
This
it.
shirt there's the boss.
That's right. I'm Zach. This is Greg from Straight Down the Middle of Pinball Show. We are reviewing a machine today, Greg. A machine that has lost the will to live.
That have just.
Greg's about 7 beers in, so that's why he's having trouble formulating a sentence. And when I say beer, I mean Zima, but you guys know the same thing. We're going to review the Stella. We're going to review The Hobbit by Jersey Jack.
Deadfoot may be getting PBR, but I'm getting Stella Artois.
Stella Artois. I bought a Stella once with a gold little.
I've got gold chalices. I got like 20 of them.
I like Stellas.
Yeah, I'm awesome.
Let's talk about The Hobbit, Greg.
What do you want to say about this game?
I don't think I could run a beer podcast.
What?
I'd be the worst.
Oh my
I
god!
don't drink much.
I would love to do a beer podcast.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Okay. The Hobbit. So we're going to review The Hobbit. We're going to go to this game really quick. We're going to talk about the layout. I'll tell you a little bit about the rules, the overview of the shots, and then we're going to come back. Greg and I are going to rate this thing high-low. Greg loves The Hobbit. We'll see you back. Okay, guys, I had the privilege of showing you The Hobbit. I'm going to teach you all about this thing, too. Alright, so let's first talk about the basic layout of The Hobbit. The Hobbit is a wide body pin, as you guys can see here. A lot of stuff to do. Let's go from left to right, and I'm going to show you all there is to know about The Hobbit. Starting here, in lanes, out lanes. The out lane actually has a kickback, and that out lane is used for different modes to shoot it. And you shoot that by use of this beautiful ring button. Alright, that mods it flipping out pinball. Alright, nice little plug there. So that's kick out, kickback. In lanes, light your warg and your orcs. Here's your in lanes. Where are we at here? Goblin and spider. Those are the guys that pop up on the playfield here. 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4. Just like in Medieval Madness with those trolls. Alright. Again, left to right, we've got drop targets. You have 3 here. They're down right now. 5 here. And if I can count correctly, 3 over here. The cool thing about these drop targets, when they come down, there's targets behind them, and they each represent a dwarf that you have to collect. Going up the playfield, you have what everyone loves, a spinner. That's a left orbit. And again, this is a wide body, so that little thing is buttery smooth, and it takes forever to get all the way around to the other spinner over here. Okay. Now you guys will see behind this drop target right here, there is a hole. That hole gets kicked up through the VUC onto the habit trail safely to your left flipper. You got Smaug here, the big boss man. He turns whenever you're locking balls. He'll talk to you and everything. If you got the drop targets there, here's your ramp. Nice metal ramp with a captive ball right in the middle. Each shot represents, again, a guy in the Hobbit clan. Alright, left ramp is responsible for changing the book, which is the different modes onto the game. We'll show you here in a minute. 31 modes to the game. This also adds time, that left ramp. the captive ball right there. The right ramp, that's how you lock balls as well as start your modes. And you'll see back here a very ingenious diverter right there. During certain modes, it closes off so that it's a quick horseshoe orbit. Otherwise, hit the right ramp, it'll go up, it'll come around. Look at this molded. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. We come down here and around here, and it can take two paths. You can go to the left path and go back down into that kickback. Or it can be diverted right to your left flipper. Surprise, surprise, same with the left ramp. It wraps around past the book, past the barrels, waves around through safely to your right flipper. Going back up here, you have a target right there as well as the pop bumpers. Beautifully molded pop bumpers with switches back there. You also have another hole here to hit into. Kicks it up the buck to your right habit trail. Alright, some of the things to note. Back there, let's see if I don't even know if I can get back here. Let's see. Back. Oh, you see it. Look at that magnet shot. So when you're hitting an orbit, it can hit that magnet, stop it, and then it will crawl down. Oh, look at that. Alright, so it hits a hole back there. Alright. So the magnet will catch the ball, drop it into the hole, and you'll add a ball during your next mode. What else do you guys need to know about the Hobbit? The third flipper, right here, responsible for defeating Smaug. Those three targets represent him during Smaug multi-ball. Alright. Targets there. Shooter lane here. What's really cool, well, there's a lot of really cool stuff. So on these slings, when the sling goes, this armor shoots out. How cool is that? Alright, so when you're plunging the ball, you have a couple options. You have 4 different skill shots, some of them being timing it perfectly so it goes over as many rollovers as you can. You can hit a roving target. Over here is one of the different skill shot modes. You can try to hit these, which is probably the hardest skill shot. Or you can try to hit the end lanes for another skill shot. You get to pick those skill shots though. Okay, so as we're looking over this, let's see, I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Such a pretty game. Alright, so everybody always complains the Hobbit is too difficult to understand. I'm going to show you real quickly the rules of this game. I'm going to start it up.
The world is ahead.
That's right. So here's our screen. It's super simple, guys. If you guys want to get through this game, you've got to get...
Hesitation shall get you nowhere.
I love those call-outs. There's 3 mini wizard modes here. Into the Fire, Barrel Escape, and Battle of 5 Armies. That's your goal. You're trying to get to those things. Into the Fire, Barrel Escape, and Battle of 5 Armies. Here's how you do it. To get to the first one, Into the Fire, you complete 5 sectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you defeat each area, you get a little stone. Right there, right there, right there. Here's how you beat them.
Begin.
Thank you, Gandalf. This section, you get into Smaug multi-ball. Pretty self-explanatory. You go over the rollovers that say lock. You lock balls up the right ramp. 3 of them start a multi-ball. Boom, that's done. Next one, you see all these little hexagons down here? I think they're hexagons. If they're not, I'm sorry. These are all 31 different modes. Start a mode, beat the mode, boom, get the stone. Alright, this section here, all you've got to do, hit that spinner shot. The more spinner shots you get, as you hit them, you will travel through the Shire, all the way through the map. You get to the end point, boom, you get a stone. Alright, next section. Uh-oh, I'm changing stuff with my belly. Alright, so all these dwarves, I don't know how many there are. Is it 7 dwarves? That's Snow White. That's Snow White. Alright, so a lot of dwarves here.
13, I think.
13 dwarves. That's fine. So each dwarf is represented by the stand-up targets behind the drop targets. 3, 5, that's 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, 11 of them, I guess. There might be a couple here and there. So you hit all those stand-up targets enough, collect all of them, boom, get a stone. And last but not least, all of the beasts. So the beasts pop up out of the playfield right here, right here, right here, and right here. You hit those enough times, guess what, guys? Boom, you get a stone. You get all the stones right there, and then you'll have to hit that hole there. Look how pretty that is. Pause for the woodwork there. Oh, pinball porn. And then that scoop right there. So you hit.
Hesitation shall get you nowhere.
Thank you, Gandalf. You hit one of those holes and you will start. Where's it at? Into the fire. And then if you do it again, get all the stones again, you start barrel escape, all the stones again, you get to battle the 5 armies again. Super simple, isn't it, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get all 5 stones. Let's start the wizard mode. All right, guys, that is the beautiful Hobbit.
Let us begin.
Welcome back. So, what do you guys think about the Hobbit? It's a pretty machine.
It's one of the most beautiful
Right
machines
there,
I've
that's
ever
one
seen.
of them prettier machines right there. I'll tell you what, man.
Drain hole on that thing sure is pretty.
It's all right. A little miler in that drain hole. I'll tell you what, son. All right, so the Hobbit. Let's talk about art, Greg. We were at the same thing. We were both at A's on
Yeah.
art, right?
Yeah, and you were
Why
like, it's photoshopped. I'm like, you know what? I don't give a shit on this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
It is
the way that it's
beautiful.
pieced together, the color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the most beautiful machines I've ever seen.
Smaug right there in the middle.
Yes, it's
Even the side art.
gorgeous.
I like the standard. I like the Ellie. I like the Smaug cabinet art.
I love it all. I love it
Back glass. What's there?
all. I love it all.
It's very beautiful.
I love
I like the color schemes. It's got reds. It's got blues in
The
it.
purples,
It's
the
yeah.
lighting.
And if we're talking art, we're talking about the apron too. They have that one-piece apron with Jersey Jack, and it's golds and different things. It
It's
fits
beautiful.
the theme really well. When you walk up to that, and you're talking about art, first you see that light show, that beautiful RGB light show, and then what pulls you in is the art. The art is along with that light show. It is very, very beautiful.
It is
so
gorgeous.
We're both at A's. There's not much to really discuss, is there?
Can off subject but
Okay.
on subject. Can you imagine if Lord of the
What's he
Rings
saying?
was to be redone as a vault,
Oh wow.
but with the color? I mean, it's the color scheme is the same.
Yeah.
But it, like I said, like
The
Lord of the Rings
saturation.
is just faded
The
looking. and
saturation
everything. Yes.
of a Mirko Playfield.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
Can
what
we
Lord
fix
of
the right
Rings would
ramp
be?
on Lord of the Rings?
It's
though?
still not bad. I don't know what he bitches about. I still love you. I still love you, George.
George Gomez. When you gonna get the tattoo?
I still love you. I'm gonna get it soon. Gomez for life.
Gomez for life.
Gomez for life.
I live that Gomez life.
For sure.
Gomez life. That's what you
I
need.
should. I really would.
Okay, get it. All right,
But
we're gonna
yes.
go. So we're both at A's.
Yes.
All right, check. Shots and layout. How does this thing shoot, Greg?
Shots and layout. I mean, it don't shoot bad, but I had to go with a C+ on mine.
It don't shoot bad, but I'll go C+.
Because it's just average. Like the wide body thing, it shoots kind of slow.
Floaty.
It's
That's
very
what
floaty. Yes, the flippers aren't like if the flippers were more powerful, maybe. I know you can turn them up, whatever.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
But
you
it's
can
just-
turn the damn things
But
up.
it don't matter. It's still just kind of slow. There's not a whole lot to shoot at. The two ramps right beside each other. It's neat. It's a neat innovation. I don't think it's bad. But it's just
It's got a diverter in the back of the ramp.
yeah. I mean,
that makes
it's,
it loop around.
It's nice, but it's not like it's just something.
So you're at a C+.
Yes, and hold on, sorry,
Go
not
ahead.
to let you go into, but there is. I'm not dogging it too much because
Okay.
it is very whimsical and is very free flowing.
Whimsical.
Yes, it feels very good, and it sort of fits that Hobbity little lifestyle. It's a flow over here, and I float a ball over here, and I float a ball into the
Your
Shire.
feet look like Hobbit feet.
Yeah, you know what that means. What?
Does it?
No, it don't.
The hair, the amount of hair on your feet as a hobbit, does that mean anything too?
You're
Like a
confused with your
bear
mom's
downstairs.
feet.
Oh, my mom's feet.
But you know what I'm saying, though. It which is nice. It's kind of refreshing. And it's kind of different. And it's
Yeah.
kind of like I'm not opposed to it, but it just
You're at a C+. You're kind of opposed to it.
no, yeah, it's just the average.
Shots and
yeah.
layout for me is an A minus. A minus easily. It's one of the smoothest games in
It's
all
smooth,
of pinball.
very smooth. I'll
The
agree.
orbit on the Hobbit is the greatest orbit in pinball. The smoothest, butteriest orbit
nice.
in pinball.
nice.
The two I love, and Stern doesn't do this anymore. The two holes besides the orbits, the gobble holes, or whatever you want to talk about them, that has a subway. Yeah. I love shooting those things. Nice. I like that your ball can be diverted in the back to go down a little gobble hole. Yeah. I love saying gobble hole. Little gobble hole. I really like the drop targets. I think shooting drop targets. This is a shooter's game, you guys. The Hobbit is the quintessential shooter's game.
Really?
Yeah, it's not just drop targets. They're they're each driven on their own.
Yeah.
And they're integrated into the rules. And you hit, especially the left little gobble hole, it has drop targets in front of it. And I love nothing more than hitting down a drop target and then accessing something behind that.
I think there needs to be more pins.
The shots, everything's metal, so you get the theme, you get the... Yes. Love that.
I do too.
It has a diverter on the ramp that goes into the drain hole, sits in the drain like where a kickback would be. Then you can measure it, hit the ring button, and then it shoots it up. Instead of using as a kickback, it uses it and integrates it.
All of that fantasticness aside,
you've got
still something missing.
No, you've got Medieval Madness with the goblins pop up. You love them. This, you got 4 of them pop up. Really love those.
I like it. It's pretty cool.
Pop bumpers hit great. The ramps are fantastic. And right in between the ramp, like fishtails, that captive ball, love that. There's nothing bad about shooting this game. And it's got 2 diverters on that left ramp. That left ramp can divert it into Smaug, into another little gobble hole.
Somebody loves this game.
Love this game. I love this game. I'll talk about it whenever we do our composite. But it's an A- easily. I can't believe I didn't give it an A, but I'll stick with my A-.
Yeah, you're a loser.
Failure. It goes without saying.
At this review.
Yeah. Rules. Where you at on rules, Budro?
Rules, I wanted the B+.
I did too.
I think it's a fairly deep game.
Hold up. I almost want to pause the video. A fairly deep game. What fucking game is deeper than this?
It's deep.
Okay.
It's deep.
Then it's not fairly deep. It is deep.
It's deep.
Okay, thank you. Edit and go.
Somewhat easy to understand.
Very easy to understand.
Yeah. Very easy to understand, but it's easy.
It is one of the simplest games to understand.
It is. It is.
If you think it's complicated, the rules on The Hobbit, that just only tells me you haven't played it enough. It is. If I could run, I can get.
Yeah, but that's the difference between easy and not easy. It's like it's a game that
No, if you give me 2 minutes, I can tell you every damn rule to get through that game. And you can check your progress at any point in time. It is a simple
it's not
rule
bad.
game.
Yeah.
That's not simple game. Not a simple rule game. It has multiple components that are easy to understand.
But it's understanding them as a whole.
They're on the freaking screen.
Yeah, but you don't look up at that screen. I'm playing.
You do when you trap a ball.
I don't trap
it. Maybe that's your problem.
I'm in constant flow.
I don't trap it.
I'm in constant
There's
flow.
5 objectives to get to the mini wizard mode.
Yes.
Each objective is very self-explanatory.
It's coded very nice.
Oh,
if it's so damn why not an A-?
Here's why not. Because there's too many multi-balls. The only issue...
There's never too many multi-balls.
Without a doubt.
No.
Without a doubt. I'd be okay with this.
Stargate. Welcome to my world.
Shoot from the pyramid. That's the only issue I have with this entire game. This is one of the greatest pinball machines ever made, and I'll always stand by it.
You need some multi-balls on something that shoots so damn slow.
No. It don't shoot slow. If it shoots slow, jack up the back legs like it's supposed to be. I hate that. It's too slow. It's floaty. It's a wide body.
Yeah.
Buttery smooth.
I'm not a big wide body person.
I'm a big wide
Except
body.
for my ladies.
And I'm not so much. I like the wide body. I like the shots in this game.
Thank you.
But it's too many multi-balls. You go into a multi-ball, and by the time you're at the tail end of that, you start another multi-ball, and then boom, there's another multi-ball. That's what makes the games go on forever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So multi-balls, if I could reduce that by 50%, this would be an A+. But B+ because the multi-balls, I get tired of them.
At least we're on agreement. Sort of different. We got there differently, but we're in agreement.
Fair enough. And the rules, hold up. We cannot move on from these rules until we talk about all 31 modes. All 31 modes, you guys. And these modes aren't Star Trek Stern where
they're not repetitive.
Shoot the arrow, shoot the arrow, shoot the arrow. For these rules, 31 modes, Keith Johnson does this in a way where you use every part of that playfield in different ways on each frickin' mode. One of the modes you might be using the kickback to shoot a target. One of the modes you might have to hit a roving drop target.
I do like their skill shots a lot. I love
Oh,
the
you
game
can pick
skill
between
shots.
4
Yes,
skill
I
shots.
love the skill shots on that game.
Love that.
I will agree.
Also, what's great in the rules, it's got a magnet in the back left orbit that if you hit that left orbit, it catches it by the magnet, puts it in the gobble hole, and adds you a ball during your next mode.
We
That's
should
great
count
rules.
how many times you say gobble hole.
A little gobble hole. I will. What else? I could go on and on and on about the rules.
What
on
about
this
your toys
game.
and innovations?
Oh, you want me to move past rules?
Yeah.
I love the rules.
He loves everything.
I love the rules. Toys and innovation, I went A. Where'd you go?
I want to be.
All right, I went A.
Why?
Because first off,
This
it has
is curious.
a freaking talking dragon that's gold and beautiful, and
It is. I agree with all
it's
that.
sculpted and engineered in a way that his jaw doesn't just go up and down; it like moves
Yeah.
and it
pretty
articulates.
spectacular.
That's awesome. It has a big ass 27-inch LCD.
But does it do anything?
Of course it does.
But does it do anything?
It breathes freaking fire onto the playfield. Is that enough? Is that enough? That is plenty.
It's never enough.
Multi-ball! He blows fire and the RGB lighting goes red across the playfield.
It's sick.
Badass.
Multi-ball!
Other toys and innovation. So it's got magnets where
Mm-hmm.
it diverts the ball into Smaug. It's got a little book, like the Hobbit has the book, and
Yes,
it tells you
I
what
do
to do
like
for
the book,
modes.
yes.
That's fantastic. RGB is beautiful. Everything is sculpted. We got pop bumpers that are sculpted. They look good.
Probably should have rated it a little higher.
We've got diverters. We've got this thing.
So what'd you give it?
jam-packed. An A. Easily an A. It's got so many toys in this thing.
It is beautiful.
And you
I
gave
gave it a
it-
B.
Okay.
I mean, I probably should have gave it more.
You just don't have that big interactive toy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That you're shooting at.
And
I
we,
know that's-
we got monsters popping out the damn playfield. For God's sake.
That is cool. The wolves and
Yes.
stuff.
Wargs and
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
it's okay. It's all right. You stay at your B. You're just again wrong. All right. Music and call outs.
Oh, I gave that one A plus on that.
Okay, good for you. So that was higher than mine. I gave it an
Yeah,
A.
'cause I thought it was spectacular, man.
Oh, it pulls you in.
Oh, it does.
It's crisp. It sounds so good.
As much as what Lord of the Rings brings you in, I feel that this does it with Hobbit too. It's more lighthearted the way the Hobbit is. I think it's integrated very well with everything. Do you not agree?
No, I completely agree. I think the music is really good. It fits the motion pictures.
And I will tell you this: I'm not in love with the game, but if I could
am.
afford the game, I want it. Like I want to own it because I like the theme of it. I like that. I like that integration. I love the music. I love the call outs. I love the look of it more than
it's
anything.
such a beautiful
and
machine.
and maybe that if I spent some more time with it in the home environment, then I would grow to more love the shots and layout.
Okay. I
and
think
so
it's
forth.
got.
But I want to own it.
I think
I
some of
super
the-
want to own
most
it.
of the call outs are from Smaug. I feel
Yes.
your breath.
And Benedict Cumberbatch is freaking fantastic. Like you
It's
can't
awesome.
get.
Love some Benny
Yes.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah. You know what his fans are called? Cumberbitches.
Are you serious?
Like
Where's my
Cumberbatch,
Cumberbitches
But it's
at?
Cumberbitches.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. So, and then we've got like this, what's the wizard? Gandalf. His,
Yes.
it's like a, but it sounds really good. It's
It does.
similar to Gandalf.
Yes.
So I like that.
It's nice. And all the visuals are very nice. Mm-hmm. It's fantastic.
Music
One of
calls
the better
A, you're A
LCDs.
plus.
Yes.
Theme, my friend. Theme.
I went A. You went A minus.
I went A minus. I'm not, I love Lord of the Rings.
You know it's a Hobbit.
For me, Lord of the Rings is an A plus, and The Hobbit.
See, and this
Because
is
the theme is based on the movies.
yes, and it's
Okay.
probably blasphemy, but I enjoyed both. I enjoyed the Hobbit.
Oh, I very
movies.
much did.
I
very
enjoyed
much did.
them.
Yeah, but it's very similar to me. It's a little bit above like a Star Trek, the newer movies. Because I like the dragon theme. I like Gandalf. I like Frodo. I like Bilbo. But as a theme, I can't give it an A plus.
I like Bilbo better than Frodo.
For me, Ghostbusters is an A plus theme.
Oh yeah.
For me, Goonies is an A plus. Jurassic Park, those are A pluses. I
Yeah.
cannot give them the same designations I give The Hobbit because I think it's really good. but it's not a top 10 theme for me.
I can understand.
So
that.
A minus. I could have went B plus, but I went A minus.
Yes, I can understand.
And you're at an A. You really dig that kind of stuff.
No, I probably should have went A minus. Now that you put it in perspective with Ghostbusters. And
well, for the sake of our grades that I've already calculated, you're staying at an A. How about that? All right, Greg. What did we miss? Because we rushed through that, right?
We did rush through it.
Let's think about what we missed. The spinners. The spinners are awesome. When we're talking about the rules, I love the orbits too because there's 2 spinners. And when you hit them, it goes boop, 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 and you go through a map. That's one of the objectives. You have to get to the end of the map, and you do so by hitting those spinners. And the faster you spin them, the faster you go on that map.
I mean, I'm still like, and I don't know if it's just because like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around why that this game is not a...
Because it's not a balls to the wall fast ass.
And that's what I think it is. Because when you bought the game when it first came out.
I did. One of the first ones I had one.
You went ape shit over it. You were crazy about it. You told me nothing about it and everything
Still
else.
ape shit about it,
And Zanzibar was going to get one, and they had to wait a little bit, and then they put it on the floor. And I was so ecstatic about going over there and playing it. Got over there, finally got to play it. It's actually, what do you think about it? What do you think about it? I was
I'm freaking out, yeah.
I was like,
you're like, it's all right. I
I
didn't really like it that
don't really
much.
care much for it. But I will say that
Then what I tell you to do?
I will randomly put more and more plays on it, and it's more enjoyable. And that's what got me to the point of, not in the same sense as Wizard of Oz. Like, I want to own a Woz because it's so damn difficult to me that it
That game is brutal.
eats my dollar.
played that
So
last night.
that's why I want to own that. But I want to own this in a different way. I want to own this just because I want to delve a little deeper into it.
Yeah.
Like I want, and it's just so beautiful. Like I just literally, I think it's one of the most beautiful machines ever made, and I would just be so proud just to walk down and turn that son of a bitch on and just look at it.
That's why it was hard for me to get rid of it.
Yeah, like that's why I want to own one. So I'm just hoping that they inch down a little bit more. My budget goes a little bit more this way, and then it will find its way into my house.
Okay.
And maybe be a keeper.
Okay.
I don't know. Like that's what my thought. And I think that's but I think that's a lot of people. I think it's that initial impression, and a lot of people don't have the chance to put a $7,000 to $9,000 game in their home. So I think initial impressions of this game is a little lackluster.
Well, you spend that much money, and you're like, oh, this is a journey.
Yes.
Like this isn't a kick-ass game. This is this floaty, free-flowing kind of game.
But you know what surprises me out of you? It doesn't out of me. Is a lot of there's one certain individual who really touts it as playing like an EM. And yes. I will agree with that. I give it that. But I like EMs.
I think it's the biggest bullshit.
You hate
ever.
EMs.
Yeah.
I like because EMs are kind of that floaty, methodical feel. They're kind of slow, but there's a lot going on.
Compare an EM. And
I think that it kind of plays like an EM. I do. Like when I heard that, like I would have never initially thought that, but
you know what it plays like? A wide body. That's what it plays like.
No, it plays different than...
It is a fully open wide body.
It plays different than Dread. It plays different than Popeye. It plays different than...
No, it is very similar to Popeye.
You think?
Very similar to Popeye. Which might be why everybody still hates it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think
Wizard
it plays like Demo Man. Like, I don't think it
Demo
plays
Man's
like...
not a wide body.
Demo Man's not
You guys are saying, yeah, it is. I know it's a wide body, guys, but hear me out.
What do you
Demo Man is basically a standard body, but they got a couple captive balls to the left that blocks the entire lane, which makes it
so
the same thing
as
as
a wide body, but it shoots the same as a...
Wizard of Oz the same way. It doesn't shoot like a wide body because half of it is a damn forest and a kick-up. Hobbit, you're using rail to rail.
But I still think Woz still feels like a wide body. I think they all feel like wide bodies, but this...
So. I think Woz feels brutal and narrow. I feel like I'm claustrophobic when I'm playing.
Well, because there's so much shit in there.
Yeah.
But it's still just like there's... I don't know. Woz is cluttered, but there's space.
What other wide body? Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones is fast.
No, I won't say that. Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. Indiana Jones at times can have that exact same
Twilight
feel.
Zone's kind of cluttered, so you can't really compare
Twilight
that.
Zone. I think Indy is probably the closest. I actually wish that Hobbit played like Indy because with Indy, I feel that there is some of that.
It's fast.
Very smooth stuff, but then at times there's just some zipping speed and. It's an oddity. Indiana Jones is like a mix between the two.
Yeah. Hobbit is a true wide body because it utilizes every space for ball paths instead of gimmicks and different stuff like that. So You guys, when we're talking about composite, we composite all of the grades here. You end up at a 3.43, which is a B plus.
I
and
think
you're
that's
good
fair.
with that.
I'm good with that.
I'm at a 3.78, an A minus.
I can see you with
I
that.
do tell people, and I continue to tell people, this is for me, this is my own personal opinion, this is a top 5 pin of all time. It really is.
I don't know if I'd go there.
I easily go there.
Like I said, maybe it would
it's
change
beautiful.
if I owned it.
The rules
but
are great. The theme is great. It shoots awesome. It's deep. I mean, it's everything I want in a pinball machine.
I think it's neat.
Now, does that mean it can be my only pin? No. If I'm doing something like this, it's the same as Lord of the Rings.
Really? Why couldn't you have it as an only pin? Because I think that I would
Because I want a little speed demon too.
No, I would
you
like
know.
that, but I think that I would be. This is speculation, just because of like I said, I have higher hopes for it. But I think that if it panned out the way that I feel that it would, owning it,
Yeah.
I think that it could be an only pin and be satisfying.
No, it's not set up to be
Two
an
pin?
only pin.
A
That
fast
and the
pin
Tron,
and a-
you'd have a nice duo.
Just because of speed and
Yeah,
then that.
speed and lack of like deep rules. You can just jump on Tron. You can't just jump on.
So should I
Hobbit.
not worry about a third pin, and should I sell my second pin and just go buy a Hobbit?
I would always talk you into that, but I don't think you would be happy with it.
Really?
No, I don't think you would be. The Hobbit is made. It is the longest playing game that I've ever played.
I can see that.
I don't know a longer playing pin than
I've
the
had
Hobbit.
some long games.
And again,
I've had some long games with some very low scores.
that's right. That's right. Again, well, the Hobbit can kick your ass, but
Yeah.
for the most part, it doesn't. It needs to be an easier shooter because you have so many rules and such a journey to get through. If it was an ass kicker, it wouldn't fit the theme.
No, I understand.
Not at all.
I
That's
agree.
kind of the issue I have with Star Wars.
I will agree with
Because
that.
Star Wars is a saga. I want to go on a journey through
That is
Star
a very
Wars.
good point.
You know,
That is
I
a
want to
very
go
good
on a
point.
journey, and you're speeding me through these damn hyperloops, and I don't get to retain the story of the game.
Yeah, because other than the speeders, and there's talk about you're in space, obviously, and
You're on different planets.
You've got to be
storylines.
able to move fast.
You
But the
have three-
actual movie themselves,
It's not-
It's not like
No.
just a speedy
It's
thing.
dialogue. You're learning from Yoda. You're doing a lot of things.
Even lightsaber battles are beautiful and graceful.
They're not
It's not that it's
fast-paced,
just
yeah.
It's not a bunch of real fast cut scenes or anything.
Now something
I
like
will agree with that.
Now something like Iron Man. That's not a deep movie. It's
No.
a metallic ass
and
kicking
it's fast,
fighting.
right? Yeah, it fits. Fits.
Hobbit is supposed to be even the music. If Hobbit-like music you play, like you don't want things flying back at you with a slow,
Very much so. Yep.
score.
Yeah. Very, very good point. Very good point with Star Wars. I will have to agree with that one.
I appreciate that, buddy. So the Hobbit again is a masterpiece
You're
to me.
an eye-opening wizard.
Yeah, see, the Hobbit is a masterpiece. Dare I say, I don't want to ruin our Waz, but it is a much better pin than the Waz. And until I get my hands on dialed in for an extended period of time,
I wonder
in the
if
long
Schmitty would
run-
let me borrow his Waz.
no. You're gonna take the heaviest pin ever made and drag it down those stairs.
I will keep Waz in the living room.
That is living room worthy.
I wonder if I could trade him for something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just for a swap. Because I want to play it.
The dude's got all the pin. He don't care.
I know.
What are you gonna swap him?
You're best.
What are you gonna swap him? Walking Dead. He hates that game.
Lost World. He liked Lost World when he
The
was
Hobbit's
here.
his favorite. If you ask Schmitty, it's one of our buddies. He's on Pinside as Schmitty. Ask him what his favorite pinball machine ever made. What he'll tell you.
Hobbit?
The
Really?
Hobbit, yeah. And this is a guy that was pissed because I talked him into spending $9,500 on one. What a
Literally
buddy.
like
What a
spur of the
buddy.
moment. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
we're going to get this pin.
Yeah,
I
we were
remember
down
that.
in Nashville playing.
It was so great.
Playing at an arcade, and we come
Yeah.
back up, and I said, "Hey, Schmitty, you can't." He was wanting a Waz, right?
Yeah.
I said, "You know you're going to buy a Waz, and you can't buy that right now because they're not in stock." Larry up at Flippin' App's got a limited edition up there, and he was like, "Is it good?" Like, well, it's one of my favorite pins ever made, and he was like, "Is it pretty?" It's one of the beautiful. Yeah. Is it deep enough for me in home? Well, it's that. So he takes it home and opens it up, and he calls me a couple days later, and he said, "You're such an asshole, man. I spent $10,000 on this thing, and it's not fun at all." And I said, "Dude, he said, I can't understand what's going." I told him,
See? And you're like, it's so easy to figure out. See? It takes a little bit of time.
It shouldn't though.
But it does. It does.
No,
It
it's
does.
just, no. It shouldn't because the type of people who say it's confusing are the type of people who don't take directions. They're the some bitches on the freeway that's like...
Schmitty, you hear that?
Oh, that's Schmitty. Yes. That's fine.
I take direction very well.
No, you don't.
I'm married. I have to.
Now, if I walked you up to the Hobbit, I'm telling you, give me a minute.
You did. You showed me that one time when we were at Z-Bar playing.
And would you start loving it, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. It helped me out a lot. But you had to explain it to me.
So anyway, he spends $10,000. He hates this damn thing. And he was like, I need my was. I need my was. He buys a Ruby Red from Larry at Flippin' Out. And he falls in love with that thing. But if you ask him now, he says the was doesn't get played very much. And he'll tell you, and he's not a very articulate guy. He don't talk a lot.
Yeah.
He'll tell you there's nothing like the Hobbit experience. There's so much.
I love that story when you called me and you go, guess where we're going?
That's right.
And I was like, what?
Let's talk Schmitty into spending $10,000.
How awesome is that? Yeah.
That's cool. All right, so pros and cons of this game. Cons, it is a wide body for those who don't like wide body.
Yes.
It is a pro for people like me who like wide body, like a lot of stuff.
Cons, just money. Not that you're not getting...
No, I think it's a pro now.
Oh, well, now because they're falling quite a bit. But I'm saying new.
If you're buying a brand new one, I'm not going to talk you out of buying a brand new one because some people just like opening I overspent on a brand new Tron.
Yeah.
But, hey. I did.
No, you didn't really.
No,
decent.
I will never get my money out of it again.
You might.
But the price of them were about $9,500 for an LE when they came out. When there's new in box or LE, they're dropping, man. You see them like pop up for $6,500 to $7,000.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say about this being a pro is, at $6,500, this is a bang for your buck.
Oh, I agree.
You cannot find more pinball machine in $6,500
on the used market.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the same equivalent of the sadness of Popeye being a $2,000 pin and the Shadow being a $3,500 pin.
I agree.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
Those pins belong in every collection for damn good reason.
Making me want one more.
$6,500? That is a joke.
I'm sitting here trying to think about how I can get
That is a joke.
myself a kidney.
I'm gonna own one again. I've owned one a couple times, but it's cool. All right, what else do we need to talk about? I think that's it. I got an A-. You got
there's a lot of pros to it.
If you guys haven't played The Hobbit, get out there and
it's worth experiencing.
Man, hopefully somebody will just run the rules by you. It is very simple. Just listen to them.
Now we went from it's so easy to understand to
people don't give it a chance.
Maybe if somebody will run the rules for you a little bit.
You have to have that on everyone. Just don't give.
I think it's
give
true.
it a freaking chance.
I mean, it's not.
And try to kill Smaug during that multi-ball. I've never done it. It's super hard.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
Multi-balls are fun.
All right, what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing next month. We're going to be at Chicago Expo.
Yes,
say hi to us.
that's going to be soon.
Yeah, we're going to be at Nashville Grand Old Game Room Expo.
Yes.
Say hello to us there.
Hello.
Buy a T-shirt from us. We'd really appreciate it because that's
Yes.
how we help support equipment and different
Yes.
things.
We're on Twitch.
We are on Twitch.
Subscribe to us on Twitch. Follow us on Twitch.
Have a cup of coffee on Friday mornings with your main man Greg here.
Throw me some bits.
Big Chuck Wirt, the rules aficionado.
Yes. You want deep.
Chucky Dubs coming on.
That's deep.
Yeah, he will get deep into some Game of Thrones,
Yes,
deep into some Star Wars. He is the code master.
He is very good.
He is. He knows multipliers.
And that's what we look for. Like we have tried with Twitch to
diversify.
Some people.
You've got two boneheads.
Yeah. You've got
a newbie.
But again, it's a diversified. Like we are a show that we feel that is. We're just for the home enthusiast. We're for the pinball people.
Cover all our bases.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there. Like I said, we would like to do some competition, I think, but that's just not our thing. It's just not what either one of us do right now.
My brain don't think that way.
Yeah, I don't either. I can't learn.
I don't want to think about
learn all the rules. Yeah, and exactly the strategy and everything
Yeah,
else to achieve
no
that. But we love all those guys.
I like watching them though.
Yeah. Oh, completely.
my God.
Because I've learned a lot from Bowen. Like I've learned a ton.
I watch every competition that is recorded.
I agree.
love
I watch all the Pep stuff, but. We kind of want to diversify in different things, like you said. Like Zach's a little more stickler for different things. I'm just kind of.
I speaks the truth. You're just a good old guy.
I'm just like, hey, this is my opinion.
Waspinator's on Tuesday nights. He's our newbie.
He's the noob guy who's learning everything.
And if you guys have seen him on Pinside, he goes through a pin a week.
Yeah, and having problems with machines and everything else. We got new, and then we got Chuck, who Chuck is, like you said, he's a rules master.
Yeah.
And Chuck really thinks about the game,
and he loves it. He'll tell you, man. there's nothing like jumping on a pinball machine and thinking 12 steps ahead.
Yeah, he's more
and
that
how to
competition
maximize.
guy.
I
So,
love that.
so on Twitch, we're trying to diversify and we're trying to bring you something different so that if you just want a little taste of everything, watch all of us. If there's something that you're a little more into than something else,
If you want to see a guy listening to Hanson drinking Zima, check out every Friday morning. This guy does that. I don't know when I'm.
I listen to No Hanson in the morning. I'm laid
trying
back.
to stream.
You do.
All right, thanks again to our sponsors, Flipping Out Pinball, Larry.
Pin Graphics.
Our main man for
Yes,
all your
love
pinball
Larry.
new machines. Pin Graphics for all your art decal blades. And
Beautiful.
Pin Stadium Lights
Yes.
for all of your over-the-top lighting, actually brighten up machines.
Yes. Put in code SDTM to receive 10%
yeah.
off of your order at Penn Stadium Lights.
Pin Stadium Lights. So message us, talk to us. So what do you guys want to see? What do you not like seeing? Even stroke our egos a little bit and tell me that I'm usually right in arguments and this guy usually is dim-witted and
It's all hate mail.
incorrect. I do get a lot of
Lots of hate.
let's be honest, I don't get a lot of hate. but people dog on me a little bit.
You deserve it though.
I'm fine with it. I can be that guy.
You're a good guy.
All right, guys. Thanks again for checking out the video. We love you guys. You are the best. Your support.
More appreciated than you'll ever know.
That is true.
Very much so.
That's very true. So until next week, this is Straight Down the Middle of Pinball Show with Greg and Zach. Peace out.
Later.
You hit it off with the bumper, now you're straight down the middle again. You had a swing with a slingshot, you're rolling out the outlet again. I tried to cradle you with my flipper, it was all in vain.
Get up. Go. Love you.
All right,
All right.
half an hour. Real.
Love you. Go. We gotta hurry. Me and Zach are on time frame. You gotta go. You can't be in the camera. Go.
Hello. Daddy's butthole.
Go!
Hello, Daddy is a butthole.
They're so mean to me. I'm hated in this house.
Oh, I'm getting into the vaping, so hopefully I'll be quitting here soon.
Do you know there's literally unregulated of what is in that? Like there's literally no regulation to what is in that juice.
Yeah, but it's just, yeah, I know, but it's.
No,
I've got
it's
a
made
guy.
in China stuff.
I've got a guy.
Handsome.
I've got a guy.
Knocking at your door. I am cancer. Welcome to your body.
Welcome to
I
bondage.
entered through vapor. Vape me into your body.
Oh, okay.
I am cancer.
Okay. I figured Cancer would have a voice like, "Hey guys, it's me.
Yeah, because it's a surprise. It's
I'm
like
here
out
to
of
kill
nowhere.
you.
Fuck! Fuck!
Not you again.
Yeah, no! Why?
Sorry."
Yeah, but what you don't understand is I am fucking scared to death of it,
That's
and I
right.
don't think it's funny. I have to make a joke to fucking live every goddamn day, because if I didn't joke about it, I'd fucking go insane. That's what you don't understand.
Embankment.
Yeah, fuck! Fuck!
All right, let's get back into this. One more fuck.
Fuck!
There it is. All right. We can't use that as an outtake either.